disappointed that Uncut Gems was totally ignored by the Golden Globes. Devastatingly disappointed. Although, ironically, it is the type of unjust thing that would happen to Adam Sandler's Howard. But I'm not just upset for Adam Sandler being snubbed, but also the Safdie Brothers. Now, they haven't leveled up quite like Greta Gerwig has, right? Who also was unjustly snubbed. What the hell, Golden Globes? But the Safdie Brothers have come a long way from Good Time. Itself, a good movie, but it wasn't a great movie. This is a great movie. And while they have leveled up, the Safdie Brothers have still maintained the creative aspects that make their work so unique. They have a very unique visual style. You can now tell a Safdie Brothers film. You know what? I'm so upset about this injustice of this not being recognized. I hope they get scooped up by a major franchise because they're really talented. So good. I don't know if they want to do that, but maybe they should. Just to see the looks on everyone else's faces, right? Yeah, I want this movie and everyone in it to make a lot of cash because they deserve it. Now, what's really interesting about Uncut Gems is that it might as well be a horror movie, right? To see someone spinning out of control, becoming more and more desperate, and them trying to fix it in the worst ways possible. Like, you see Howard do things and you're like, that's such a bad idea, Howard. Oh, I was right. I mean, you think an axe murderer is scary? How about your life falling apart? And that's more likely to happen. There were so many times during this movie that I actually had to hide my face and look through my fingers, just like a horror movie, because I couldn't watch the screen. I was so scared for what would happen next. And usually I was right. Oh, bad choices, Howard. Adam Sandler, though, is perfectly cast as Howard. He's so good in a role that probably would be getting him these big nominations. No Golden Globes, no SAG either. If he hadn't made so many crappy movies over the past few years. I think a lot of people, unfortunately, just can't see past that. But this is the Sandler that everyone got excited about for a hot minute. A talented dramatic actor, but also a very relatable one, who portrays a type of regular guy not usually shown in popular entertainment, unfortunately. There's one scene where both Sandler and his son have been on the same basketball game, and what it says about their world, both positively and negatively, without actually saying any of it, is masterfully done. Now, speaking of masterful, for the Critics' Choice Awards this year, I'm a member for the first time, so I got to vote so far just for the nominations, but I voted for Uncut Gems to be nominated for not just Best Actor, but also Best Director, and also Best Editing, because the movie ratchets up the tension with incredible craftsmanship. You will feel the pressure that Sandler's Howard is feeling. As I said, many times I couldn't watch. And talk about a cast. Adam Sandler, of course, is the crown jewel, but there are many gems glittering here. Kevin Garnett, who actually has the name of a stone, right? That's a Garnett, right? But he can act. And he actually has a really big role here. I was very impressed. Lakeith Stanfield is always good, as are Eric Bogosian and Judd Hirsch. Now, some of you also have asked me about The Weeknd, but he really just has a cameo. And the same is for Idina Menzel, who I know a lot of you are also excited to see. But despite making the trailer, she actually doesn't have much of a role. But the real surprise here, you come for Idina Menzel, you stay for Julia Fox. She is so good. She plays Sandler's mistress. And at first she comes across as unlikable because she's playing a woman who's sleeping with a married man for a free apartment. You feel like she's really just taking advantage of him. But eventually you realize she's the female version of Sandler's character. Two hustlers who just want more, don't understand why they didn't get it, and are just trying to get it. That both Sandler and Fox can make their characters so likable, I think is a huge testament to their charisma and acting abilities, as well as the Safdie brothers for writing and directing said characters. Now, also in the third act, Fox's character is vital to Sandler's plan, and her ability to improvise on the go makes her character very impressive and formidable. It's during the third act that you will be like, that is a great character, and Julia Fox did a great job playing her. The role must have been written for her. She's a new actress, basically, and the character's name is Julia, and so that's her name. This is a great movie. They rarely make them like this anymore. Some of the smaller awards shows and critic circles have recognized Uncut Gems. It's won some awards, thank goodness. And speaking of the Critics' Choice Awards, it was nominated for, Best Picture, which I did not vote for it for, but I'm so happy. But as I voted for the nominations, it was nominated for the Critics' Choice Awards for Best Director, Best Actor, and Best Editing. So I really hope that it wins some of those. It deserves it. And I hope the Oscars recognize it too, although with the Golden Globe and SAG snubs, that seems unlikely. So here's hoping, as I said, that it at least gets a big cold hard mountain of cash, right? Get that bling, Howard. And again, that would be very fitting for the film. And I hope that everyone gets more work off of this. They really deserve it. See Uncut Gems. You won't regret it. So that's my review of the film. Share your thoughts down below. Subscribe today. And of course, as always, you can check out some more videos right now.